Excluding some spelling errors, writing large numbers in words is going to be fairly similar to reading large numbers. Now there are some additional steps when you're writing large numbers, but the process is pretty similar. So as a first step into writing your large numbers in words, we need to know how to read those large numbers. So we're going to do a little review on how to read our large numbers. And if you recall, the very first thing we do when we're reading our large numbers is name our commas. Name your commas. Each comma has a very distinct name, and we have to give it that name when we are reading our numbers. And you have to start from the right. Remember, we always start from the right when we're naming our commas. So the very first comma that we run into is going to be called the thousand comma. So this is your thousand comma. I'm going to put it up here. This is your thousand comma. And if you have another comma that you run into, remember we're going from the right, the second comma you run into is called your million comma. So this is your million comma. So we've named our commas, but we talked about more than just these. You can keep going, but for this example, we only have a million comma and a thousand comma. After we've named our commas, the next thing I had you do was break up this number into groups of no more than 3 numbers. So we have 3 numbers here. We want to make sure we're starting from the right. We have 3 numbers here, so we can, let's say, put a box around this. So that's one group. This is another 3 numbers. Remember, no more than 3 numbers. You can have less than, but no more than 3 numbers. So this is going to have, let's say, a nice little oval here. Nice little oval. So we have a box, we have an oval, and here's another set of numbers, but it's not 3. Not a problem. You can have 1, you can have 2, you can have 3, but you can't have anything more than 3. So this is going to be our diamond group. All right, a little diamond group here. So we've broken up this number into groups of no more than 3. After we've done that, we had to make sure we knew how to read the number in each group. So, do you know how to read this number? This says 80. How about this number? This says 307. How about this number? This says 420. So if you can read the individual numbers in each group, you should be able to easily read this entire number when we throw our commas in. And that's our next step. We're going to read the group, and then we're going to read the comma name that follows. And then we're going to do the same thing for the next group, and then the next comma name that follows. And we repeat this for as many groups and comma names as we have in our number. So let's do that. This number is 80, and we have million, so it's going to be 80 million 307,420. And that's how we read this large number. Remember, first, name your commas, always starting from the right. Then, break up your number into groups of no more than 3. Make sure you know how to read each number within the groups. You have to be able to read these numbers, or else you're not going to be able to read the big number. After you do that, put it all together and then read group, comma name, group, comma name. And you're going to keep doing this for all the groups and comma names that you have. All these steps are going to apply for writing large numbers in words. So let's move on to writing large numbers now. Since writing large numbers needs us to take those same steps that we took when we read large numbers, we're going to start where we left off. Now remember, we want to make sure we're doing all the steps that got to this point. We're going to name our commas and then break this number into groups of no more than 3. Once we do that, now we're going to make sure instead of reading the number in each group, we can write the number in each group. Do you know how to write this number in words? Do you know how to write this number in words? And do you know how to write this number in words? Because of limited space here, I'm going to number this. This is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3. Do you know how to write 1, 2, and 3 in words? Well, this is 80. How do you write 80 in words? Well, it's going to be 80. This is going to be 307. How do you write 307 in words? 307. This is 420. How do you write 420 in words? Well, that's 420. 20. So now that we made sure we know how to write each one of the individual numbers within our groups, let's put it all together with our commas and write this entire large number in word form. So once again, we're going to start with this first group here. The number in this first group was 80. So we first write 80. Now, instead of moving on to the next group, we need to write our comma name. Just like you read your comma name, we're going to write our comma name. And we already wrote it out right here. So all we got to do is write this word once again. So 80 million. Now this step is going to be a new step for writing that you didn't have to do for reading. Whenever you write a comma name, you have to follow it by the actual comma. You need to write the comma name and the comma that follows. Now you can move on to your next group. This was 307. So we're going to write 307, right? 307. And now we're going to write the comma name. Once again, write the number in the group, write the comma name. 1,000. And we're going to follow the comma name by the actual comma. Now we move on to the last group. This was 420. So we write 420. So if you can write the name of each individual number within the groups, you should be able to write the entire name of this large number. However, there's one more thing I want you to take note of before we wrap up this video. You need to be able to know how to write certain numbers that lie between 21 and 99. If you're writing a number between 21 and 99, there is a good chance that you're going to have something called a hyphen within your number. Now, the hyphen is just a dash. So it's a dash that you have to put when you're writing your number in word form. But it's not going to be true for all numbers. If you're writing a number between 21 and 99, and the second part of that number is a 0, you don't have to write a hyphen or a dash. So if your number looks like this, in which you have 2 digits or 2 numbers here, and your second number is a 0, there is no hyphen. However, if you have a second number that is not a 0, like you do for these first 3 numbers, you will need a hyphen in the middle of your number. So how do we write this 22? We're going to write 22 like this. 20 hyphen or dash 2. How about this 57 here? 57 is going to be 50 dash 7. So don't forget your hyphen. How about 96? 96 is going to be 90 dash 6. So this is going to be the word form for all the numbers between 21 and 99. However, once again, if your second digit or your second number within this number is a 0, all you do is write the number. There is no dash. So this is going to be really important because you don't want to ever miswrite your number because you forgot your hyphen. Now this hyphen will show up, like I said, whenever you're writing a number between 21 and 99. However, if you have a number like this is also going to take a hyphen. That's because the last 2 parts of this number pretty much is going to be the same as if you were writing this by itself. Because this is going to tell you 200, right? And then you have to write this part. So this is 200, that's this 2 right here. And now you need to write the 91. So 91 is going to be 90 dash 1. So it's 291. When you're writing this number, this is going to be your 500, right? 500. That's what this part is. And then you have to write your 39. So we're going to put that over here. This is going to be 30 dash 9. So let's write one more large number that is going to have some hyphens just to make sure you don't ever forget those hyphens, especially when you're writing really large numbers. So we're going to put everything together we talked about in this video, including our hyphens, and write this large number. So the first thing we want to do is name our commas. This is going to be what? Remember, we're starting from the right. This is our 1,000 comma, and this is our million comma. So we have 1,000 comma, that's our very first comma, and our million comma, that's our second comma. Now we want to break this number up into groups of no more than 3. Now we want to make sure we can write the number that shows up in each group. If you're sure that you know how to write each and every number that shows up in these groups, then you can move on to the final step of putting your number together, including your comma names. So let's start with this first group. This is 67. And remember, that's between 21 and 99. So we should never forget that hyphen. So 67, we start with 60-7. We wrote the number in this group. Now we write our comma name. This is our million comma. So we're going to write million. And then we follow it by a comma. Write the number in the group, write the comma name, then write the comma. Write the number in the group, write your comma name, then write the comma. So what's the number in this group? This is 233. So we're going to write 230. Now 33. That's between 21 and 99. So we put a dash 33. And now we have our comma name. This was our 1,000 comma. 1,000. So we write 1,000 here, followed by the actual comma. Now we write this number. What is this number? This is 814. So we write 800 and we write 14. Is 14 between 21 and 99? No. So we don't have to worry about a hyphen for this number. We just write 14. And as you see, there are no more commas, thus we have no more comma names. And because there's no more comma names, we don't have to write any more actual commas either. We end it at 14. So if you can read large numbers with just some additional steps, don't forget that hyphen, you should be able to write your large numbers in word form. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something today. And if you did, be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button. See you again next week.